Welcome to Don't Quote Me on That. One day we will have an intro, but today is not that day.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm Kalina.
And I'm Elanor.
And welcome back to Don't Quote Me on That, where we kind of talk about movies.
We definitely talk about media.
And life is a movie. And this is a big life event.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, if you're going, it's a big event. And if you're not going, also a big event. And that event happens in this crazy little thing called life.
I personally like being able to be mean, as a community. It's comforting.
It brings us together. It creates human connection. And what is life all about?
Human connection.
Finding those moments.
Community. Yeah. Anyway, today we're talking about the Met Gala. Well, not really. We're just talking about the outfits, solely the outfits. The theme was Sleeping Beauty's reawakening fashion, and I think that's the theme of the outfits.
I thought that was the theme of the exhibit. Because I saw there was two things, Sleeping Beauty was the theme of the
Oh, you're right.
Exhibit,
You're right.
But the theme of the outfits was
the theme of the outfits was Garden of Time.
But that was I think in Garden of Time had something to do with Sleeping Beauty-esque. So that was the exhibit. Something like that. I don't know. It's a book. I'm not that well versed in it. I'm our literature girly. Don't ask me any questions about that one.
Yeah, don't ask me any questions about anything. So anyway, yeah, correct. The theme is Gardens of Time. Or the dress code, I guess.
We're not going to remember that, and we're just going to judge these based on, are they good outfits?
Yeah.
Do they seem gardeny? That's all I'm getting.
Yep. That's all you need. Honestly,
yeah.
All I know is this is not prom. Don't show up like it's prom.
Although I do have a YouTube video it's queued up to watch by Mr. Jack Edwards, who said, I read the book that the Met Gala theme is based off of, so you don't have to, but I just haven't gotten to that yet. But we'll keep you up.
Oh, we should have waited a week for this then.
We should have. Oh, yeah. This would be the time I would be watching it, so we're doing this instead.
Okay. So I took the liberty of picking our outfits and picking our celebrities. I'll be honest, a lot of this was because I was on Twitter the entirety of the night of the Met Gala, refreshing all the looks, and I did an initial list of 70, and then I had to get really real with myself. So we have pared down a little bit. I kind of have it in two categories.
Also, just real quick, if you can't see, or if we were lazy and didn't put this up, which is possible, Eleanor's got a whole presentation they put together.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. We love any excuse to make a PowerPoint.
We really do. I've made two PowerPoints this week and a spreadsheet, just at home, at work. I'm having such a great time. I love it. Anyway, yes. I've pulled up two different categories. The first one is, oh my god, no way a dude wore a suit.
I think I'm gonna hate this category. Also, okay, so what is our going into this? Were we worried about the theme, or we're just saying yes we like this, no we don't like this?
I think we can be slightly theme conscious. But I'll be honest, I didn't pull these knowing what the theme was. I pulled them just if I liked them or not, so.
Okay. Listen, Cody Ko and Kelsey Ko now. Crepple. Cody and Kelsey, we're coming for your brand. Don't they always do these, Oscar reviews or whatever?
I believe that is correct.
Well, we're back and better, but we're the new and improved.
Yeah, I love how enthusiastic you sounded saying that, actually.
I'm trying to convince myself I believe it.
Okay.
Give me a couple minutes, we'll get there.
So what I did with this is, at first this category had about 50 slides in it, and it was all just men wearing a suit, nothing exciting. And then when I was pulling the pictures, I looked again, and anybody who was just wearing a basic black and white or all black or anything I deemed was just a dude wore a regular black suit and added
that
one
you can
thing,
wear anywhere. Yeah.
I took it off the list.
Okay, that's fair.
So,
I just feel like if you're given a theme, like not just for the Met, but like if there's a theme to something, like your proms have a theme.
you
Put some
gotta
effort in.
commit.
You know how many events you will go to in your life where you can just show up in a suit, just a plain suit. You could wear the same one, no one would know. But like if a woman showed up, and if a woman showed up wearing like the same black dress every single time, we'd know. We'd complain.
We would. I also felt kind of bad being mean to women, so I didn't put a lot of women who I think dress poorly. Because I think for the most part they kind of tried, unless they looked like they were showing up for prom. Then I think, you know, we could have had just as long of a list of women who didn't try,
Mm-hmm.
but men are easier to make fun of.
Like if it looks like something you could have rocked up to like David's bridal and picked up and then gone on your merry way.
Yeah,
Do better.
exactly.
How about you?
Also, again, I was picking solely based off outfits, so I don't know who a lot of these people are. So that's my bad in advance. So, first, we have Odell Beckham Jr. in Tom Brown. I'm pretty sure this guy was connected to a Kardashian somehow, but that's all I know about him.
I'm pretty sure he plays football. I'm like 90% sure about that one. 10% of me wants to say basketball, but looking at him, my money's on football.
He did wear just a black suit with one fun thing on it, but I don't know, it feels gardeny to me. I'm
Yeah, considering Garden of Time, in the sense that, so the one fun thing is like the suit has, how would I just, like the lead, like this like branch.
It's like applique.
Viney, yeah, applique on it, but it's got like, it's like branches and flowers. And then it's got this,
and they're
like,
all
nice
kind of a very
trim.
similar color theme. It's got a lace trim.
And his tie is fun. It's not like a a straight up tie. I don't know what kind of tie it is.
It looks like an X, and it looks like he's got
Got a
some sort of
bird in the
fun
middle or
pendant.
something?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gardeny in the sense that there like are leaves and birds on it. But like also, and like I know they like, obviously everything is like a decision that was made for some reason, but like why does it look like too small for him? You know, like I like it, but like it like cuts off just at his wrist, cuts off just at his ankle. It's like not short. It's not like he's expecting a flood, but like could definitely be longer. You know.
Yes, I could think this. I do think this would fit a little better. Like the jacket is a very awkward.
It's like he wore it to prom and then like bulked up in college and then was like, oh, I got a formal event I gotta go to. Let me throw this on, and like it fits.
But
yeah, it's nice. It's not a plain black suit.
It's not. It almost is though.
It almost is. But like it's more than just like a fun patch or like a I got a hat on or a red tie or a red shirt. You know, like it's something more than that.
Or blue, like Ed Sheeran did.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Introduce your person. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
No, you can introduce him.
I was gonna suggest him just because I saw he went and I think he looks nice, and also I went to Formula One. Whatever weekend Formula One was in Miami, I went there. So he was driving his little car. Yes, it was that same weekend, because then I was like, how are you? I was like, you went from Miami to go to the Met on Monday. Drive a race car all weekend and then go to the Met, which, like, the dream. This is Lewis Hamilton in Burberry. He looks so good. He's got a cape. It's like, I can't tell if this is black or, like, just a really dark blue. It looks fantastic. He's a handsome man. And then it's not just like I think it's blue, but that's annoying me because then the pants look and the shoes look black. But whatever. I will forgive him. I have a very hard rule. Don't wear navy blue and black together. You just don't do that. But he looks really good, so I'm willing to give him some grace. And then it's not like, so it's not like a, I'm trying to describe it. Like pants down is just like suit pants, like dress pants, dress shoes. But the shirt is not like a tux or anything. It's, I don't know, it looks kind of...
It's like a mock neck almost.
Yeah, and then like it's all buttoned down one side. Then he's got this nice cape with this detailing that looks kind of leafy also.
It looks like it might be flowers.
Yeah. Yeah, they're flowers, and they're kind of like almost sparkly looking. They kind of start halfway down and they'll go down to the bottom, and then he's got like this vine, like crown of thorns almost looking necklace on. So garden theme, and he's got on 2 earrings that from here look like butterflies and are flowers.
I think flowers.
Flowers.
They look kind of like starfish shaped flowers.
Yeah. And also, handsome fella, you know?
He's so handsome, yeah.
And I like the, and he's got some gold jewelry on, so I like that everything's, like, tied together.
Very
gold
cohesive.
Necklace, gold jewelry, gold pinky ring. I have said this before on this podcast. I do, in fact, like a pinky ring on a man. I think we should bring those back. But, only complaint, don't wear black and dark blue together.
Yeah, I can't tell with this picture either. If anything, it's a lot bluer of a black than everything else on an almost distracting
and like
standard.
Black and blue aren't always awful together, but it's like once I notice it,
it's hard.
It's like glaringly obvious.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's not quite navy. It's just like I've seen cars and they're usually called blueberry. It's like a blue black. They kind of like you catch them in the right light, you can tell.
Yeah. But
yeah, he looks good.
I love it. Yeah.
I like that it's not just a suit also. Like even if it's not like flashy, it's not just a plain like shirt and jacket.
Yeah. Tried a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one we've got Leon Bridges.
That's a singer?
Sure. He's got almost like a no. Like a
No, what's the designer, Elanor?
Oh. Willie Chavarria. He's got these very cute flared pants on. It's black. Well, the jacket and the pants are black, and he's got very nice little flared pants. I don't know what kind of tie he's wearing, but it's not a regular tie. It's a fun tie.
It's like if you didn't tie your bow tie, or your bow tie had really long bottom pieces.
Tie, yeah.
It looks like the bottom half of a bow. That's what it is. It looks like the bottom half of a bow.
Yeah, with a very nice pendant, and the stone and the tie things match. It's very cute.
It's very western-y.
Yes.
It's the big pants. He's got on like this very shiny belt buckle. He's got like what looks like they're meant to be like flowers. They're not actually flowers, but it looks like they're supposed to imitate that, hanging off his hip, kind of like where like a gun holster would be. And he's like, in this photo specific, he's like pulling his jacket back like he would to like show off his gun. There's a lot happening, which I don't love. Like I feel like we had a bunch of ideas and then we couldn't decide what to cut, so we threw it all at the wall.
There's kind of a messy belt situation going on where it looks like it's almost a cummerband and a belt, but the cummerband's below the belt, or maybe it is a holster of some kind, but it's clashing with the belt in a way that I don't really like.
Like they're all on the same western-y theme, but don't all need to be on at the same time. And then he's got like these flower detailing on the lapels, and there's these very big lapels. They're nice. But it's like, okay, there's 2 flowers, and then right in the middle of that, there's this giant red half bow looking tie thing. Then he's got 2 pendants pinned on his breast pocket. Then he's got this big shiny belt buckle. Then he's got flowers hanging off said belt. Then he's got big flare pants. Then he also has on leather gloves and sunglasses. And I feel like we could have cut some stuff down there.
I think the gloves should stay.
Really? I'd get rid of gloves and tie. Because you have a pop of color with the little blue flowers. And
I think those are blue bonnets. This might be like a Texas themed look.
I just feel like like me personally, because he has the white on the lapel, so I feel like we got rid of the red, the 2 pendants on the breast pocket, whatever this cummerbund situation is, gloves. It would have cleaned it up a lot. Also, like, I don't know if it's the photo or the angle or what, but like the pants don't look like they fit him well. The
pants look a little saggy in a way I don't love.
So, like, maybe that's why they needed 2 belt thingies, but, like...
I think if you fixed the belt situation and then took off the little 2 pins, but kept everything else, it would work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I do like how, like, the shirt does kind of poke out the jacket sleeves. I do like that look. And I'd like a good flare pant. If they fit him better, I would really like them.
Agree.
Who's next?
All right. Next one is Usher. He's wearing McQueen. I included 2 pictures in this one so that you could see him with his little cape situation and then what it looked like with the cape off. The cape off picture I chose is really giving final rose at a bachelor rose ceremony. Or bachelorette, whichever one where he's the host.
I got it. I'm feeling like evil villain finish monologue is going to kill me now.
Yeah, that's what the Bachelorette is. I've also been watching some Bachelor content lately, so my brain's starting to rot a little bit.
Back to my previous, I love a cape. I don't want to love the cape, but I do. It's a really nice cape. It's got a collar. It looks like a really oversized trench coat almost. It's got buttons, but he's only buttoned like the top one, so it's just pinned right at the collar. He's got like an all black rose on the collar. It's a huge collar, so he's got all black rose on there. Where I am lost is the leather fedora.
I think the leather fedora adds honestly so much to this. I love it. I don't know why.
I like it. It's just like it gives like I think having a headpiece was really good for this for some reason. Like I think you would think the cape is too much, but I think it needed a little something on top because you can't see because the suit underneath is sparkly, but you can't really tell that with the cape on because the cape is like plain, also kind of leathery or pleathery looking, right? I just feel like the leather fedora gives it a different vibe than the cape alone, and like a cape and a different hat would have given it. And also it's like a weirdly wide brim, and it's not a firm brim because it's leather.
It's very floppy. I don't like that it's floppy. I think we could have...
The brim looks sun hat-esque in terms of like firmness or stiffness.
Yeah. I like the hat. I think the hat is proof that he's trying. But I do think it could have been a more refined hat choice. Yeah. And I also, in the other picture we have, he is not wearing a hat, and I think that is a mistake. I was going to say, I think no hat.
Cape, definitely hat.
Yeah.
The suit's nice. It's got like these sparkle, it's not sparkly, but it's got like these gems on it almost. And then it's got 2 red flower details kind of near where the button is, and then he's holding a faux red rose flower thingy.
Yeah.
That matches.
He heard garden and he said, I got it.
Got it. Yeah, I also love how all the men were like, flower, bet.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see some real flowers, so I hope someone has that in store for us. But yeah, no cape, definitely needed the hat, because even if the hat was floppy, because the suit is so tailored, I don't need to see that next person right now, Eleanor. I don't need that in my heart. Eleanor keeps skipping the next slide. And I'm trying to
my computer is very sensitive.
Mentally prepare myself for the next slide, and I'm not there yet. So, because the suit is like obviously the cape's not tailored. It's a big oversized singing in the rain trench coat looking cape, right? Because the suit's tailored, I think the floppy hat we could have gotten away with. And that would have matched the shininess of the jacket, whereas it doesn't match the shininess. Like the cape isn't shiny, it's leather, but it's not shiny.
Is it? I don't know if it's leather, but it's muted.
Yeah.
It's matte. Is what it is. Yeah.
And that hat is like, hello, it's me.
But the hat gives it some oomph that it needs when he's just in the suit.
Yeah, I agree.
Kalina, who do we have now?
We have that guy, that Måneskin guy. His name's Damiano David in Diesel. I can't look at him for too long. This is really bad for me. I unfortunately love men. That's really bad for my brand. Can I start with my complaints?
Yeah.
I don't love the mustache.
Yeah.
It works on him, but I'm not happy about it, you know?
He looks... I don't love the mustache.
I don't love the mustache. But if anyone else had the mustache, I'd be like, that's awful. Whereas on him, I'm like, we can do better than this, buddy.
All of the mesh is really throwing everything off because I love it so,
It's so good. And this is something you can tell was made for him because, so he's wearing a black suit, but we're going to give him props because one, no shirt. And I unfortunately do think suit no shirt is still a bold enough move that I like give it credit for doing something different. But 2, the suit has these mesh cutouts, but you can tell it's tailored and like made for him specifically, because the cutouts are like right. He has a lot of tattoos, so like there's one mesh cutout on his leg that just fully showcases this. He's got like a woman's head on one of his legs, so it just fully showcases that tattoo. And so they're cut like like little mesh pieces are so nicely placed to like. And it's a very nice suit in the sense that if it was like a regular pant and jacket, I think it would look very, very, very dressy. It'd be like, like very much a step up. But that kind of adds like a bit more grit to it. And then also, look at him. And also, I like his shoes. I like the cut of the shoe. It's kind of like it's not like a triangle. It like kind of comes to a point, but then squares off at the front. I like it. Versus a rounded shoe.
I think the mesh is like it looks like the suit on the top. It has like a flower cutout too, which is very nice. And there's a Lucy Dacus outfit this reminds me of, and I think I look at this picture minimum 3 times a week, and they kind of give the same thing for me, and I appreciate it.
And
the shoe is
really
probably
like the shoe.
An amazing choice.
And like I like it also because like the suit is obviously matte, but like the suit is matte and he's got this nice shiny shoe with it. And now will I to give or to take away credit where credit is not due. Would this suit look good on someone who didn't have all those tattoos? Probably not. However, again, back to my previous statement, this was very clearly made for him.
But it might if it had like the flower cutouts that it looks like the top has all over.
True.
To give there has to be some kind of contrast within the mesh, and I think that's what makes this work. It's not necessarily the tattoos, like specifically, but it's the contrast.
That's what I was gonna say. I think like back to if this was a plain suit, this would be like a very, very dressy suit. So I like that. I like the plain with not necessarily the outfit itself, but him as a person. Because, he's covered in tattoos, so he probably doesn't look as refined if he's walking around in a pair of shorts and a shirt. So dressing him up in this very nice suit, but, like, pairing that with showcasing who he is. Anyway.
Baller. Moving on.
I didn't need to look at that for that long. Oh, I saw this one already. I have a thought. You're going to love it.
Okay. We've got Jamie Dornan in Loewe.
He looks like Paddington Bear.
Mm-hmm. He does.
Yep.
He's in this, like, almost, like, felted wool.
Yeah.
Looking
everything's a different
suit.
Color. Which, so it's like a black jacket.
A long jacket.
Black long jacket. Red tie, white shirt. This, like, bluish, grayish vest. What's the word? That's not the word I'm looking for. Vest, for
it's a vest.
Underneath, gray pinstripe pants, black shiny shoes that are rounded and not quite clown shoe, but that's like
a little bit.
Take a dress shoe and a clown shoe and put them together, and that's what you're getting there. And I think because the vest is bluish gray, it makes it look a little too busy for me. Like if the vest was more blue, I think having like 4 different colors, but very clearly defined colors, would have been good. But also, yeah, he looks like Paddington Bear.
He does.
However, back to, who were we talking about earlier? Odell Beckham Jr. and, like, talking about the fit and how it looked a bit too small. This looks a bit large, but, like, you can tell, like, that's intentional, whereas Odell Beckham Jr.'s didn't look intentional.
Yeah.
This is very, like, rounded, soft edges, fun. I don't want to say goofy, but, like, that's the caricature.
Whimsical on purpose.
Yes, it's whimsical.
I like the tie and the actual, like, collared shirt seem to just be made out of, like, regular material for each of those. Yeah. And the contrast of that with, like, the softness of everything else I really like.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of fits the theme because it does look, like, vintagey. And it looks like a flower pinned to his lapel.
I really like waist up. Like, I like the coat. I like how everything goes together. And I love the pants. I'm not 100% sold on them together.
It's like kind of giving Zoom meeting.
Yeah. But also I do like, because I think he's like considered a traditionally attractive man. And he's pretty popular with the ladies. But like, I like, he's also like not old, but he's older. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Who is this?
He's the 50 Shades of Grey guy.
Oh, okay.
So back to my previous
Good for
statement.
him.
Definitely, again, considered traditionally attractive. I think he pops up on those like those TikTok filters that are like hot guys over 40 or hot celebrities over 40. So I don't
Oh,
want to say
that's
this makes
not
him
the
look,
kind of TikToks I get.
I don't think he's not like old, but I think this is a good like step into a more mature adult persona.
Book. Yeah. Yeah.
Because like you can be hot and old, but like more like, you know what it's giving? What's the character that James McAvoy plays in the Chronicles of Narnia? The Mr. Timmins? It's kind of giving that sort of vibe. Like still hot, but like very different realm than like Christian Grey, 50 Shades of Grey hot, you know?
Yeah.
Like that one professor you think is really cute. And nothing's gonna happen, but you like looking at him.
I would have to agree.
Never been wrong.
Yeah. No, you haven't, unfortunately. Moving on.
Sorry.
Very quickly. We've got Alex Sharp. I don't know who this is. In Balmain. He's got a suit on with pretty fitted pants and a red cummerbund and then a jacket. It's got almost kind of the outline of a bow on it. Kind of the trim is white with these little circles, but with the red cummerbund it looks like a face. And I think it's really sexy.
Those pants are on him.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like that they didn't go, because the jacket's also kind of cropped, like it cuts off right where the pants are. So I like that they didn't go big jacket type pants. They went like looser jacket, but like not even like super tight pants, but like more fitted pants.
They're definitely, yeah.
Yeah. No, I like it a lot. I don't know what he's doing. It's not giving me Garden of Time, but also it's giving me Garden in the sense that like if I had rich friends and they were having a garden party, you could throw this on and go do that.
Yeah.
A garden in a wedding in a garden.
Like, it reminds me of a very old, not like very old, but like a vintage kind of movie poster in a way.
Yeah. Also a fun little detail I know in his shoe. It looks like he's got like a little chain or some sort of detailing on the heel of his shoe, and they're kind of like a little raised heel, like almost varying into boot category, and I like them.
Mm-hmm. They're very square-toed.
And I like the shirt underneath is popping out like the sleeves, so you can see the little white of the sleeves from underneath the jacket, and I like that a lot, and I think it ties very nicely considering the white trim on the jacket, which is a big focus.
Yeah.
It's giving like if it was like in a Midsummer's Night Dream production, which seems Garden of Timey to me, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
I agree. Okay. We've got Bad Bunny now in Margea, I think is how you say it. I'm not sure.
You were doing better than me. He definitely got that on. He got that on.
So part of why I like this outfit so much is his shoes look like hooves in a way that just I always find really sexy in a shoe. Like, I can't tell from this angle if they're tabbies, but I'm pretty sure tabbies are made by the same brand, so there's a very, very good chance they are tabbies. But other than that, they've also got like, they're colored, like they have the fur coming down and it stops, and then the bottom is black like a horse hoof. And I just love a hoof shoe.
He got that outfit on.
He's carrying these all black flowers. I love him.
Appreciate his commitment to the bit And everything I've ever seen Bad Bunny do, he commits to the bit. I don't know if you saw him on SNL. Fantastic.
He committed.
He's got like this big hat on, and it's got this overhanging piece.
It's
that's like
such a hat.
It's such a hat. It looks like a Napoleon era kind of hat, but rather than having a big feather on top, it's just like
Got
I
like
don't
a
know.
loofah.
The hat grew a tumor. I don't know. Describe it.
And the suit jacket is very like, I don't know. It's almost giving like horse rider in how it's, I don't know. It's peplum-y.
What I like about all of it, and I think if he was in a different pose, I would like it a lot more.
This is
But
the best
it's
what
got,
I
like,
found.
It looks like it's still in the process of being tailored. Like it's got these white marks throughout it, like you took the chalk and you're like drawing out your lines over where you need to tailor everything, and the pants, so then the pants has that going down the seam as well. So I really like that. I think that's a cool little thing. My issue with it is because of the pose he's in this photo. He's got one leg up, so I can see the inside of the other leg, and it's got this like red stripe. Like it looks too finished. And it's got this red stripe running down the middle of this
The red stripe
inseam.
like almost looks like a ribbon that just got added directly on the inseam.
Yeah, but it makes the pant look too finished compared to, like, if you cut off that leg, the rest of it like gives this very cohesive, intentionally unfinished look. But that pant leg is just throwing me off.
I don't know. I love it. I think it adds some flair.
No, I think the shoes did that, and also the hat.
How much I love the shoes is really clouding my judgment for everything else.
That's
I'm
fair.
sorry.
Or if there was red elsewhere in the outfit, but like it's all black except for this red inseam and then the white hoof, right? So like if the shoe had red on it, or if that hat had some red in it, I'd be like, okay, I can get, like, I can see where. But I think this random pop of color, but then we have another pop of color right beneath it. I like it. It's just she definitely has it on.
I'm seeing leather gloves again, which is interesting. I didn't notice this the first time around.
Oh, actually, the best part of the outfit I forgot to mention, I'm so sorry, is he's wearing sunglasses, and they're like kind of like diamondy shaped, and the lenses are black, and that I can get behind. I like tying your sunglasses into your outfit. I think sunglasses can be a like very integral piece of an outfit. And so I think he does that well. Yeah, it's honestly, for me, it's just the red ribbon. I think, again, if you had put it in a different pose, I would have loved this. I don't know why, I love the unfinished, like, in the process of tailoring look. And it looks almost, not felty, but like almost. It doesn't look like traditional suit material. Yeah. It looks like the jacket you would take to mark out your measurements. So anytime you needed a jacket made, they would go off of that.
He's giving kind of body form a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That concludes, oh my god, a dude wore a suit. I used to have 3 sections, and now I have 2. And so this section is called Now We're Talking. But I had some that, like, I didn't know if they were good or bad, but I feel like they tried. Or I just felt the need to show you, even if I didn't love them. But these ones from now on, I think, are good. First, we've got Elle Fanning in Balmain. She's in a dress that looks like it's made out of glass. And it is gorgeous, and the top has like these flowers sticking off of the shoulders in a way that almost looks like the Cinderella scene where the dresses, or the birds are making the dress and they've got like fabric right here.
She looks really good. It's like very fitted. It looks like you know those like wet dresses that were popular, one of those sort of vibes. And she has on a pair of shoes, and I love the shoes because they're also clear and they match perfectly.
Yes, she's wearing clear shoes. She committed to the whole like wet dress bit.
She's like kind of dewy looking in terms of her makeup, and like her hair looks like it was like wet and kind of slicked back, so it's not quite, it looks like not quite dry. So it kind of all feeds into this very like, I want to say damp, like dewy look of the dress overall.
Yeah, dewy, sheer, almost like naked in a way. Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting Garden of Time. I'm with it. I can see this. Like fantasy sort of Garden of Time vibe.
Yeah. Next, we've got Miss Kendall Jenner in McQueen. I I do believe this is a vintage piece from like 1999, I want to say. And she's the first human this has ever been worn on, is what I heard on the internet.
We trust that place. It's giving Cher.
Yes, it's very Cher tree bark sequins, kind of.
I was into it, and now I'm realizing the sleeves aren't sleeves, so I'm less into it. It is cute. Like, it's... How do I describe this? It's like it's a dress, but it's made to look like a top and bottom, so like the middle kind of looks like it's a cutout. And so the top part above the cutout kind of looks like a nice vest. It's got like a really deep V. And then the inner, like, where like lapels and buttons would be, I guess, is like this brown detailing. Then the rest of it is black. And then what I thought were the sleeves were also brown. This very nice deep brown. But then when you zoom in, it's like, can you zoom in? I don't know how to describe it. It's like a squiggly pattern made out of gems? Sequins?
They look like little pearls.
Yeah, it's like,
well,
it's
yeah,
like
gems with little. Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like, tiny little beads making this squiggly pattern. So it's not solid, but it's so tightly condensed, it's like you can't see anything. Then the brown, that's the black part. Then the brown is like full beads. They're beads. And then the sleeves, they're not sleeves. You know, like when you have like a beaded curtain, it's that sort of vibe, just a bunch of strings of beads.
Yeah, like instead of a door, you've got just like a little separator.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then so the bottom half, so then there's a little cutout, which has this nice little, like, I don't know, ribbed-ish design, I guess you could say. Then the bottom half is a skirt. And then the skirt is the same as the jacket, like these squiggly designed beads. And I like it. I think we should give fun clothes to other people, because I feel like someone else could have done more with it. But I like it a lot. I would wear that. Like, it's very Cher outfit.
Yes. But in a way that works.
In a way that works. I like it. I
liked this. Yes, her hair is like a very clean middle part, and it fits really nicely with like the deep V. They kind of balance each other out almost.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, and like then with the deep V and then the cutout, everything, and like the hair back off her face, everything feels very clean and like pulled back, which is nice. Mm-hmm. Without it being like, oh my god, it's so tight to show off my body. It just feels like that's like a good. That's just a fit, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I didn't love this, but I kept it in because it kind of unfortunately felt a little bit like she was playing Who Wore It Better with Emma Chamberlain and losing. Emma Chamberlain was at the Met in Jean Paul Gaultier, and she is wearing this like tree branchy almost looking brown and basically see-through mesh look. That's like a very form-fitting dress with a see-through, like almost tully cape. And cape. Then
I really like the shade of brown too. It's a nice brown.
Yeah. She looks very twiggy.
Yeah, I like Kendall Jenner's better. To me, the first thing I saw when I saw Emma Chamberlain's look is it's giving like henna. Do you know what henna is? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's giving henna, but like and not in a bad way. I just like I think the precision of the beads on the Kendall Jenner one. But I really like this brown. I think brown is an underutilized color, and I think this deep brown is really nice. And I really like, she's got this like silver necklace that pairs very well, because I don't think she's wearing anything else. But I think the whole look is dark. She's got this like smoky eye. Her hair is dark. She's got like little pieces trailing in front of her face. So it's like a very, very dark look. So I like this little bit of like, not this bright shiny silver, but she's got this like little silver necklace happening. Yeah, I like it.
I love it.
I don't love the sleeves. I feel like we could have, like, the dress is very condensed in terms of like okay, again, so it's kind of like the other dress where it's a sheer material, and then they've done this brown squiggly sort of design, tree branching design, like Elanor said, over it. And then what I do like is like the cups of the boobs, and then like right along the waistline, is like there's a very intentional design you can see, but the rest is just kind of squiggly to fill in the space. I feel like we could have covered up more space with the glove sleeve shebang happening here. And then left like the chest to necklace open, which I think the necklace looks so good because it's so blank there.
So yeah, that's like all there is. It's a very yeah.
So I would have done more on the sleeve.
I probably would have done more on like the cape situation. I think
we could have
that could have been improved.
Squiggles. Yeah, I wouldn't have made it too dark, but I think it's completely plain.
Yeah,
so I think we needed some middle ground. Yeah, I agree. She looks good though.
Next we've got Harris Reid in Harris Reid.
Girl boss.
I am biased because Harris Reid dresses Harry Styles. Not like solely, but often, and the looks are always beautiful. So I am biased, but we've got like a very interactive looking outfit here. It's giving like Victorian grandma's couch as it's a blue with golden details, but we got this like 3D hat that's got arrows or feathers or something sticking out of it with a bird on it.
This reminds me more of probably whatever the last Met Gala was. I have lost it now. I think it was a Blake Lively look. So maybe not the last one, but the one before that. I think whatever that theme was, I feel like this. I don't know why it's like I feel like that, but I feel like that would have been a good fit for that. Don't ask me what the theme was. I'm just picturing a Blake Lively look that I think it would have worked for. That Met, and I like it. I think just because of the last two outfits we saw, and then all the men had on like black suits, pretty much. I feel like Garden is more earthy toned, and there's gold in there, but the main color is like this grayish, green, tealish color, I guess. I like it. Celestial bodies, that was it. I think because of the headpiece, it's very Sistine Chapel reminiscent, and the arrows are like this giant halo floating above the head, so I think that's why I'm picturing like the celestial body. Yes, man.
Yeah, you're right. Heavenly bodies.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I think
you're so right.
For that, especially with all the gold. But at the same time, it's kind of like Artemis vibes, you know, Greek goddess vibes. Aphrodite coming out the pearl in the ocean. A mix of those two things there. Slam. Whatever. You know the picture.
But I still love it. I think he looks great.
No, I like it.
So yeah. We've got another Harris Reid design up next. But this time we've got Demi Moore. Also has a very similar kind of
the arrows
shooting out,
like the rounded silhouette thing.
It looks almost like a leaf for a Venus flytrap, but like only half of it. Like the shape
that's a good
of
one.
the cape.
I was gonna say it looks like, you know, when like birds are showing off.
Yeah, it looks peacocky.
That's kind of I like it. I like the coloring. I wish, like upon closer, so it's this black dress. It from the top of the dress. So it's like I don't know how to explain this. So the top of the dress is like corset-y, and so it's like straight up. It's like a straight cut across the top with like an A line, right? Yes, I think straight cut across the top. Comes into this corset like V right in the middle. Then the bottom half of the dress kind of like has very exaggerated hips, cuts back into the knees, and then flows out a little bit at the bottom. Not like ball gowny flow, but just loosens up a little bit at the bottom. And then coming off of the collar or like A-line bit is this on both sides is there's like a giant circle that connects. So it looks like it's almost peacocky.
Like blooming into it. Yeah.
But it's all black, and then it's got the design on it is like is pink. What I don't love is it's like very clearly an image of a flower. So there's an image of a flower on the like blooming part of the dress, and there's an image of a flower on the skirt of the dress, and then there's like petals on the bodice area. And I wish it was like a pink design and not just a photo of a flower.
This part of the reason I don't like this is because the pattern of like the black with the pink flowers looks exactly like a swimsuit my grandma used to have. And so now I can't, now this like can't not look like a swimsuit to me. Which isn't her fault, but I can't divorce the two.
You know what it is? Sorry, I just thought of this. There's a hair salon in the plaza where I work, and their business card is a black business card with a picture of like a pink lotus. That's exactly what this looks like. It's just a photo of a lotus on a black background. And I really like the pink and black. I just think the pink should have been some abstract design, not a photo of a flower.
Yeah, it needs like the flower on the bottom on the dress, kind of the petals almost tufted out like 3D into, it looks like just tulle or mesh. That looks nice. I think there could have been more, there could have been more texture from like on the top of the dress. It has still a lot going on, so it would have been hard to get right, but this looks like, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. There's so much going on. It's such a big statement, and it's 3D-ish that I think being more abstract with the imagery would have worked. And then also because there's so much going on, and even though the dress neckline of itself is low because of the blooming out part, it comes up high. I don't think she needs that necklace. There's too much happening in the neckline now.
Yeah, I didn't even notice the necklace.
Yeah, or like if we took the pendant off, it'd be a little short. Just cut a little shorter, like collarbone. More chokery. Yeah. I don't hate it. It just... Also, I'm tired of seeing flowers. Everyone's like, garden, great, flower. And I'm like, okay, do something different. I want to see a wolf. I don't know why
perfect.
A wolf's in your garden.
We've got somebody doing something different. They're French, so I think he's French, so I'm going to let you pronounce his name.
Olivier... Olivier, that guy. In Balmain. Mr. Olivier is also the creative director for Balmain.
He's got a very flared pant. It looks almost yoga pant with how it's so tight on the thighs and then flares out, but it goes further than that. And it looks like the pant legs drag on the floor, so they're very long. And then there's kind of a regular looking suit jacket with a very shoulder pad squared off shoulder. But it's very open in the front. And the shirt looks like
sand.
It's the color of sand. It looks like a sand sculpture of his face. And then he's holding a small sand colored like clutch bag.
Yeah, I don't love this.
You don't?
I liked it when I first saw it, and then I don't like the long pant dragging on the ground. I don't like the cut of the shirt and the jacket. I think like we could have made the face smaller because the pant is so big and dragged and so long. I think the shirt needs to be cut shorter. It crosses over the what's the top part of your pants called? I don't know. Wherever you're both.
The waistband?
Yes, thank you. It crosses over the waist too much, I think. But because the pant is so long, I feel like it's getting really cut off at the top and dragging on the ground.
I think it's definitely not like a typical proportion that you'd like to see in an outfit.
I know, and I don't like to point that out all the time because I know that's the intention, but I just think the face, the sand face in the shirt didn't need to be so large. We could have cut just a little bit. I just feel like we're not giving any, waist to crotch is tiny, and then we got these long pants that drag on the ground. And I feel like if we're gonna commit to the long, we should commit to it. And then the pant, and then the jacket, you can kind of see in the back hangs down a little bit too far. And again, long pant, I think we need a shorter. At the very least, the jacket and shirt should end at the same place, but it doesn't look like they do.
It does not look like they do.
And then the hair is kind of long. It passes the shirt collar. So I think just because we have all that going on, we need to have very clearly defined sections.
Okay. All right.
However, I do like the commitment with the sand colored clutch And I like the sand color. I don't know if I would have gone for face. I think we could have gotten really creative here with Garden of Time versus just some face imagery.
Okay.
An hourglass.
Well,
Call me Balmain.
we do have more sand looks, and I do think there's a look that might fulfill some of your request, or at least get closer to it than that did.
Okay.
This is Mindy Kaling in Gaurav Gupta. It's more like dune sand than beach sand, like the other look was.
I am loath to admit it. She looks good.
She does look good. She looks like a really, truly like a sand dune, but in a way that is really fun.
It's this like very nice, flowy, not toolish, but like kind of how the pattern of the material is. And like these big ribbony bow sort of loops around her. But the dress itself is big, but it's fitted. Like she has a very clear silhouette. Mm-hmm. But it's not like a tight, it's like, because there's so much, like it's a puffier material, I guess. You get the silhouette, but it's still like contributing to this again, like sand dune, literally like flowing, windy, summery
almost
day.
like a sand wave, like over her. Yeah.
It's a really nice
I love
color.
It. Mm-hmm.
She looks good. She does.
She does.
And it's got this really long train. And it's not like a traditional train, but just the dress carries on.
Has a lot on it, yeah.
Yeah, and then like she's got these shoulder pieces, and they kind of turn into like almost like this very overarching like piece over her head because one of them is so big. I don't know. It looks really good, like because everything that's coming off the dress is coming off the shoulder or from the back. So you maintain the silhouette with that. You don't lose the silhouette, but you still get this very nice like rounded look throughout the piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love it.
She looks good.
We're moving on from the sand looks. This is Hannah Bagshaw and Eddie Redmayne. I'm assuming they are married or otherwise coupled, because they are in a very matchy outfit. They're wearing
That's
Steve
what
O.
Like
Smith.
when we go to Lidl.
What?
That's what we look like when we go to Lidl.
That is correct. They're in this like black and so like solid black and white mesh. She's in a dress. He is in what looks like also a dress, but the top is like a suit, so it's like a suit dress. I gave up.
It looks like so the white part is mesh, right? And then the black looks like if I took a paintbrush with black paint and flung it at a white canvas, and whatever landed I went with. Not in a bad way. That's just the best way to describe it. And then she's got on these like nice sleeves. Her dress is sleeveless, but she's got on these nice sleeves that kind of tie it together. What I do like about this is her dress is mostly white with some black on it, whereas his suit dress is like at least from the front is mostly black with pockets of white. So like that contrast. Because of that contrast, however, I don't like their shoes. One, because his dress is meshy and doesn't quite stop all the way at the ground. So we just get like from like mid shin to ankle.
He's got a lot of leg in a bad way.
Yes. But because of that, I feel like, and like, you know what, actually I can get behind the sock and shoe. My issue is actually hers. Because her dress is mostly white, I think we need white shoes. Whereas his is mostly black. We can trail off into the black shoe, black sock. But she's got these high boots on so they like, there's no break. It's like dress shoe, and that's what you see.
Yeah.
So I think a white shoe would have been better.
A white shoe or hat. Just anything without a break, I think, or anything with a break between the dress and the shoe.
Like they needed to swap, if anything. She needs a break, and he could do without one. Because he has the black on. If hers had like high socks up to knees.
Or even if hers was matched, because his kind of trails to very, very sheer at the bottom, whereas hers is opaque white down. So if like she also had a gradient, it would work.
Like, and she's got layers of tulle throughout. His tulle, like Elanor said, you can see like one piece hanging at the bottom, but like it trails off. Whereas hers is like a traditional skirt of a dress.
But they coordinated, and it was very cute.
They do. And I like his tie, because I'm not sure if it's a tie. It looks, again, like paint splatter. Like, it ties in very nicely with the jacket, because it doesn't look like he has a shirt on underneath.
It does not. Alright, we've got Amanda Seyfried in Prada. Every time I look at this, I either love it or I hate it. And I don't know. I saw a lot of silver today when I was looking through these. And hers looked very tinfoily, but in a way that kind of works.
It's not tinfoil. It looks like... I can't quite put my finger on it. But she's wearing this dress. It's got like a scoopy neck tank toppy. It's like kind of tank toppy at the top. And then the skirt of it is... It looks like
It's almost popsicle shaped. Yeah.
There we go. But it's got these roses all over it, or these flowers, these little red flowers. They're not roses, but they got flowers all over it.
They're 3D.
My beef.
Oh. Your beef.
Is what's happening with her
yeah. She's got like a very large headband. Almost like half, like part headband, part tiara.
Like it almost, and then but it's so close to the head, it almost looks like they also if you tell me they spray painted her hair silver and just laid it real close to her head, I've been like, okay.
And it almost makes her head look too small for the dress.
Yeah, and it cuts it off at a weird angle, because then I can kind of see her hair peeking out from one side, so it makes her head look like cut flat at a weird angle. And then I don't like the purple lipstick. I think the purple lipstick was supposed to tie into the flowers, but it doesn't match.
I think it does. I was going to say, I really like the lipstick. I think it...
I would have gone for the burgundy, because what happens, the flowers on the outside are like this purpley color, and the middle is like this dark burgundy. I would have gone for the burgundy. Because of the silver, I think, in like especially with the silver headband, I think it's too light. I think she needed to go a little bit darker with the lipstick.
I don't agree, but I see what you're saying. I like it.
I can see the vision. I think also if the flowers trailed up the bodice of the dress, I would like it better. Like smaller.
Yeah,
ones.
or give the flowers, they almost need more movement. They just kind of looked like they were placed
put them in
there.
A pattern. Like they're kind of thrown randomly. Yeah, like give them they're following a line.
Or have like a bunch at the bottom.
We needed less flowers or more flowers. Again, and also, stop throwing flowers on things and going, that's a garden.
But it is. Okay, this look has no flowers.
It does certainly, it doesn't have much of anything.
Yes, this is Doja Cat in Vetements. She's in a white t-shirt dress that goes to the floor, or almost to the floor, basically like right to her feet. It's got oversized, almost a little bit bell sleevey, but still just looks like a boxy t-shirt. It's pretty high neck. It's like a high neck boat neck, because it's not quite a mock neck. And it is perfectly wet sheer all throughout, and she's covering her can't show on TVs with her hands.
Yeah, so kind of like the Mindy Kaling one, in the sense that it was big, but it still has a silhouette. By making it wet, it gives her the silhouette. Well, you can still tell that it's like a loose fitting flowy, so it doesn't lose I like the movement. So I like, and the makeup's nice. The makeup looks like mascara running down her face, very smoky eye,
and a very light purple lipstick.
Yeah, I really like the shoe. It's this big blocky silver shoe, which I normally don't like a blocky heel like that, but it works because the dress is so... The shoe is simple too, but the dress is so plain. Again, it looks like a white t-shirt that, I don't know, she ran by a sprinkler on the way there. That the shoe, just being this little pop of silver, this big blocky thing to kind of break it up off the ground, works.
They look like pleasers almost. Yeah. I don't know what this has to do with Gardens of Time.
Yeah. But theme-wise, I'm confused, but good luck.
It's a pass. She was let in anyway,
They'd be letting anybody in these days.
Next we've got Wisdom K in Robert 1. We've got another, like, almost westerny. This kind of reminds me of the Texas look with the flowers hanging off the side.
I was gonna say the Usher. This is like a Usher look and that look put together.
Yeah.
This hat is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's all red. It looks like it's got like burn marks throughout. Like, so it's a suit, but it's this long, like, trailing on the ground suit jacket. This bowlery sort of hat. I don't know. And so the jacket has this giant rose, like massive rose on it. Red shirt. The pants also look like these giant, like, flared pants, and I think a black shoe. Which the black is nice because, again, look, the whole outfit, like the hat and the jacket. Oh, and the jacket has these, like, frills coming off the cuffs. Or the shirt.
I think it's the shirt. Yeah,
that's the shirt. So the shirt pops out from under the jacket, and there's frills going off the cuffs. But throughout the jacket and the hat and the pants look like they've been burned through with like a lighter. Mm-hmm. So it's got like the black outline to that, and that's also the finish of it. Like, it's not like a clean finish on the jacket. It looks like just it's been burned.
It looks like
it off. So the black shoe is nice.
The burn marks look like you like put a cigarette through it. How it's got a hole and it's got the ash all around it.
Mm-hmm.
I love this.
This is a fantastic one.
Okay. This is the sand hourglass thing I was saying that might pique your interest. We've got Tyla in Balmain wearing a dress that looks like it's just sand glued to her. At the top, it's very form-fitting. And then it goes into very, like, circular train. So it looks like she's kind of rising out of it, and she's holding an hourglass with sand in it, and she's got just a very simple gold necklace that's fairly short around her neck. And I just love it.
It looks really good. This kind of goes back to, like, the Damiana thing in the sense that, like, in this case, we're letting her body speak for her because it's so form-fitting that, like, and there's nothing, it's just sand. It looks like sand. It's sand-colored. But because of the shape that she has and then the texture, like, if it didn't have the texture, I'd be like, oh, they're just letting her look good because she has a nice shape. But, like, because it's textured like sand, and then we've got the little tie-in with the hourglass, it looks really good. And this kind of goes back to what I was mentioning earlier about, like, Demi Moore. And this is, like, not even as busy as Demi Moore's was, but she let the necklace is very close, like, not chokery, but, like, very close to her neck. So we're letting, like, the neckline and the dress be the focus without forsaking jewelry altogether. And she's got short hair, so everything's kind of, like neck and up is very clean and like, gives us a little bit of separation from dress down.
It's beautiful. One of my favorites of the entire night. Okay. We've got Cola Scola in Tom Brown. I don't like anything that's going on here except for the purse that's shaped like a dog. It's like a wicker purse.
Wicker?
Yeah, a wicker purse. But it's in the shape of what looks like a dachshund, and it's got flowers in it. Everything else I don't like. But that...
Yeah, I'm getting, like, nurse getting married vibes. Mm-hmm. It's the shoes. Mm-hmm. It's like they're wearing a hat with a veil. Mm-hmm. But so the veil's behind, so it's like starts like halfway, like the front of their head's clear, so it's like halfway down the hat and goes all around the back. Then it's a suit jacket, high collar, bow tie, all white. Okay, this is all white, like a double-breasted suit. Okay. Bottom is a skirt, all white. They're wearing stockings and loafers that aren't white, which is really pissing me off. They're like an off-white cream color. And, like, if we went all white up to this point, I feel like the stockings also are, like, creamy colored. Which, like, matched the wicker purse, but the wicker purse with the flowers needed to be the pop of color.
The shoes are trying and failing to match the purse.
Yeah.
But the purse is shaped like a dog, so 10 out of 10 no notes.
I have lots of notes, don't worry.
Okay, we've got another Tom Brown look and another puppy purse. This puppy purse is better. This puppy purse is made out of leather. If I had this puppy purse, I would admire it every day and be too scared to wear it outside ever. But I love it. I haven't even looked at the actual outfit. I just saw the puppy purse and put it on the list.
That's fair. This is Reese Feldman. And Reese is wearing a skirt suit, I call it. All gray, but it's got this like, yeah, it's more flowers. Crazy. Like tree design on the jacket, and then the flowers kind of trickle into the skirt. I really like this skirt. It's like, not pleated. What's the word I'm looking at? I guess
I think it is pleated.
Yeah. Pleated look. Like it folds over. It's got like...
It's got very deep folds.
I need you to work on me.
Yeah, it's got very deep folds, and then the like kind of folds that are more towards the front have the design on them, and then the ones towards the back look like they're blank, so it adds even more contrast than just like a regular pleat would, in a way that's fun.
Yes, and I think the coloring is very good because the Reese is wearing a white suit shirt, white bow tie underneath. It's a gray jacket, and it's this nice, like, smoky, almost metallic kind of gray. Breast pocket's got a little white thing in it. Then the flowers, it looks almost like a cherry blossom tree, but the flowers are white, like, it looks like cotton.
Mm-hmm.
And then they kind of spread down, like I said, it goes into the skirt. The skirt's got, like, green vines, but the same whitish, and then almost pinkish looking flowers now. The puppy purse is black, and as we trail down, because we get some of that green and some more dark color, they've got these black shoes on. My only complaint is the socks. There's one sock that's white, and I think we need 2 black socks.
Yeah, the sock looks zebra print, and I don't love it.
Yeah, they're like mismatched, because one sock is like solid black, or it slid down, I don't know, and then this sock I can see like a pop of color.
Mm-hmm.
So I need, if it had 2 black socks, I would give this like a 10 out of 10. But it's a 9, just because of the sock.
That's fair. It is a little distracting. But the shoes are fun. The shoes have a green platform, which I like. It works, especially with the carpet.
And again, it ties into the skirt a little bit because there is that little bit of green at the bottom, so it's not like another random color thrown in there.
Mm-hmm. Next, we've got the queen. We've got Zendaya. She gave us 2 looks today, in Margella, I don't know, in this, like, kind of peacock look, and then, Givenchy in this flower headpiece black look. And they're both peacocky in different ways, but in ways that work.
Yes. I'll talk about the Givenchy one. I don't love that one as much. I think it works because, again, playing off of Zendaya as a person and not so much the outfit itself. Like, it's not simple by any means, but it's this it's a black big dress. So I think she kind of could get lost in it, but because she's Zendaya, she doesn't. And then it's got this really big, colorful flower, like pinks and reds and white flowery headpiece. It looks like a bunch of roses. Back to my let the dress speak for itself, though. Very clean up top. She's got like a nice pair of earrings on. Very plain. But then she's got, big black dress, big headpiece with color. It looks almost like a fish.
It does. Yeah.
And then the flowers would be the body of the fish.
The flowers are the body of the fish. They've got the one red for the eye, and then the back looks both feathery and fishtaily.
Yes. The Margiela look. Obsessed with. It's very avant-garde-y. It's like she's got this really dark red and black smoky eye happening. What looks like an actual peacock feather on top of this tiny little hat. I'm trying to picture who it's reminding me of. It's like some villain, probably. It's not Cruella de Vil, but something in that kind of realm. It's like fitted, but again, it's not too close. Like she's got a silhouette, but it's this tuley, so kind of loose-ish material over everything. It's this blue and green that's absolutely stunning.
Yeah, she just always...
Yeah, she was really good.
It's Zendaya at the Met Gala, okay? Love her. This is Quanah Chasing Horse in H&M.
I don't know if this has to do with the theme, but I love it.
The dress almost looks like an iris to me. With the way the
I could see
kind of
that.
neckline is.
If it was blue, I was going to say bluebell just because of how big the skirt and round the skirt is. It's this very nice lilac color. I like the belt. The belt's got flowers on it. And I know what I said about flowers, but I like the dress so much that I like this little... And, like, it's not like a flower applique. It's a flower detail.
Beading.
Like, it's on the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a beaded belt.
And then the earrings are sick.
The earrings, yeah. The earrings match the belt, which match the rings, which all look, like, beaded.
Yeah. If I have to be picky, to be fair to everyone else, I was picky too. The neckline of this is so nice and so big and poofy. I wish it was cleaner between earring and dress. But it's like, it's earring and hair and then they connect. They're very long.
Yeah, they touch the dress, which does clutter it a little bit.
That would be my only complaint. But
beautiful, love it.
I like the dress so much. I will sacrifice some things here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's giving me bluebell. If it was blue,
okay.
It's blue belly.
Yeah. Love it.
The dress is like very much like a bell skirt.
It's
hoop skirt. The hoop skirt. That's what it is. It's a hoop skirt.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. We've got Iris Law in a butterfly Versace look. Her dress is colored like I don't know, kind of the same pattern as a monarch butterfly, but it's not orange. It's pastel blues
like
and pinks and purples.
Pinks and yellows, yeah.
And it's a one-shoulder dress, but the one shoulder is a long mesh sleeve with, it looks like beading almost, or like gemstones that match the pattern of it. And
I like this. What I like about it is, so at the top, and then you know how like the butterflies have like the not the strips, but like the strips of color, black, kind of, it almost looks like outlining everything. I like that the top is like that, so it's like these slivers of color with a lot of black in between, and then down the middle. But as you go down the dress, the black becomes less, and it fades into mostly just these pastellies. My complaint here is I don't like the see-through bit in the middle of the dress. It's like her thigh. It's like diagonal, so it runs kind of like from one thigh to the opposite knee.
Yeah, it's like upper thigh to kneecap.
I think we should have just put more pastel in there, because then the transition feels a little bit harsh, because it's like pastels, black, pastel. Oh, I'm looking at your skin for some reason. Pastels. I think we just could have put more pastels in there. But I really like the look. I like how it's not like straight lines. It kind of follows the flow of her body, but also is very reminiscent of a monarch butterfly. And I really like the neckline, because it's one shoulder. It comes also at an angle. It's not like straight across or anything.
And it's like,
and it's got these little
ripples,
spikes
kind of.
Up.
They almost look like waves. And then her eyebrows are cut diagonally too, in a way that almost like works in line with the dress. I just love it.
Oh, I thought she had a hat on. I'm realizing now it's
a camera.
Camera behind her. And
no hat.
I'm trying to decide if, yeah, I like it without the hat. With the hat, it was a little something, but I was like, it's not necessary. I like the no hat.
Yeah, there were a couple of those where I had to pick a different photo because I was so confused.
Yeah.
Anyway, now we've got Kelsey Ballerini and Michael Kors. She looks very Taylor Swift Grammys in either 2020 or 2021. The belly button looks weird. I don't love like a specific belly button cutout. I don't think that really works with anything. But you know, this is like, you know, the girls who went to your prom but like rented a Porsche for the night so they could take photos in their prom dress with a Porsche. Like, this is what they'd wear to prom.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Okay.
I like the flowers. I like the idea. The reason I don't like it is I agree with you about the cutout. I think if the cutouts were in different places and flowed together, I think it would look better. Because she's got a cutout like right above a boob, and then it's a bunch of flowers. So it's like just a circle, right? then shoulder is cut out, then belly button's cut out. Then once you get like upper thigh and down, the cutouts mostly connect and it's much less flowers till you get to the part on the floor, the train, which is fully flowers. So I don't like how it's like circle, circle, big cutout section, bunch of flowers. I think if they all like kind of connected in some way a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And like we could have done that without showing off anything and covered up more stomach, but connected like boob cutout to belly button to upper thigh. I would like it. And I also just don't like, just personally, I don't like the colors of the flowers.
There needs to be a darker flower in there. There needs like,
yes. Especially because a lot of the looks, and like, this is just my interpretation of the theme, but I think, to me, Garden of Time is not just, like, I guess when it says garden, it's not woods, but like, I think it's more than just flowers, and I think we need some earthiness.
It has to be a little moody,
and Garden
almost.
of Time doesn't sound like, Garden of Time sounds a bit more ethereal and mystical, fairy-ish. So to me, that's not just, oh, there's pretty colorful flowers. It's a bit like, again, earthier than that. So yeah, she needs, it needed to be a bunch of, like, yeah, she needed at least one darker color in there. And then I would have, I wouldn't have gone, it's like pink and orange flowers. So I would have gone with like, I mean, maybe like a deeper orange.
Or like
and
a
then,
red.
I would have thrown a green in there or something. Yeah.
Or a blue,
I think
even.
a green, even like a vine sort of, a like leaf thing to kind of go through there would have made this a lot better. And then like, it wouldn't have made the cutouts so, I don't know. And if the cutout placement was better and the color, there was another color in there.
The color of the cutouts too almost match her skin too well in a way that's almost uncanny valley.
Like, if we had a darker color, then this cutouts wouldn't be so weird. And then I think we should have pulled the little, like, she's got like a little like stray hair in front of her. I think we should have pulled that back
in, and
gone for a lighter eye look. I don't think we need a smoky eye because the flowers are so light colored.
Yeah. Okay. Now we've got Ben Simmons and Tom Brown. He's in this gorgeous, like,
he heard Garden of Time,
shiny suit, and it looks like he's got two jackets on. He's got a regular suit jacket and then an almost trench coat, which at the top is this beautiful plaid that like melts into just the same like shiny material as the rest of the suit. It looks almost like cracked soft leather. And then it's also got a vine going up one side with a bright white flower right where the suit and the plaid connect. And then the collar of the jacket, not the trench coat, has a different plaid on the top. And he's holding a briefcase with an antique clock face on it. And the jacket is just draped over him. His arms aren't through it. I think he looks amazing. I don't know who this is, and yeah, it's on the nose to have a flower and time. But it works.
It's delivering what I wanted it to. I love the pants. They're like cuffed, but like a really extreme cuff.
Huge cuff.
But with the cuff, they still come down to his ankle. Like, they're cut off perfectly. It's a nice shoe. I love this. He's got orange sunglasses on and a little bow tie. Again, if I had to be picky, which I'll be picky since we got nothing but praises here. I would have let the flower stop below, like just where the plaid ends. I don't like that it crosses over. And I would have done the same plaid on the jacket and the coat. Like, I like that they're different, but because the plaid on the overcoat has so much, because of the type of plaid it is, you can see a lot more of that dark red in it, whereas you don't get as much dark red in the plaid on the jacket. So I think it makes it look very white by comparison. And because he's got the white shirt, I think we could have gone with dark red, white shirt. And then I would have made the bow tie the same color as the suit.
Okay.
But that was just me being picky. He looks fantastic.
He looks amazing. I don't know who this is.
That's like top 3.
Love him. Yeah. This is the last one. We've got... Look. We needed some Irish representation here. It's Ao Edibiri in Loewe. She's in this... It looks like it's crocheted. It's a halter top, and it's white at the top, and then from... kind of right at the hips to the very upper thighs, it's pastel flowers, and then it goes into a green back with a bunch of pink, yellow, and purple flowers on top, but it's all the same crochet pattern. The coloring just kind of gets more intense in a sort of ombre fashion. It looks Again, it's a little prom-y, it's a little sundressy, but I like it.
I wish it, because it's crocheted, I think it looks a little, like, not messy, that's not the right word, but up top it's just not, because of how it flows down, and then the flowers kind of, because it's, again, crocheted, it kind of feels like they pop off of the dress, and then the dress doesn't have, like, a clean finish. It's kind of like wherever it ended. I wish the top was, one, a little bit better fitting, like, on that right side, it looks very loose on the top, and, like, the chest area, and then because it's a halter, and again, it's just kind of finished where it finishes. That doesn't have a clean line, so I wish it looked a little neater up top, and I would have liked it a lot more. And I would have done without the ring. I don't think we need this giant ring. It's just probably because of the pose. The ring's very obvious.
Yeah, the ring's very front and center.
I would have done without the big papa ring, because
I think more smaller jewelry.
Yes, I like the idea though. Yeah, I don't know if it's a photo or what. I would have, like, it looks weirdly fitted at the top there. But we love her, so.
But we love her. Yeah.
We'll forgive her.
And thus concludes our
Met Gala review. Met Gala review.
Yeah.
1 week later.
Probably 2 or 3.
So you guys remember when we said we were taking a break so we'd come back with a vengeance? The vengeance
This isn't the vengeance yet. It's still loading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry. We're easing you into it so you can be really just, whoa, when it happens.
This was fun. I have more opinions about makeup than I thought I would.
Thank you very much for tuning in.
We'll be back at some point in time. And this was a long episode, but for once in our lives, we knew it would be. So, Have fun. Bye-bye! Thanks for listening. Don't quote me on that. One day we'll have an outro, but it's not today.